Hi, I'm Harrison Williams and this is CHC Talks, and this week we're talking about the value of SEO. Now, what is SEO? Essentially what we're talking about is being able to find your business online. So when we go to things like Google, Yahoo and Bing, your business pops up. So how do we do these types of things and why are they important? Well, the reason why they're becoming more and more important is because last year 93% of all online experiences started with a search on one of these search engines. And 47% of people clicked one of the top 3 links that come up. So these search engines are becoming essentially the homepage of your internet, anybody's internet really, and where your business ranks on these things is going to become more and more important. On top of all of this, 70 to 80% of people say that they will research a company online before they purchase or do business with them. So it's also important to manage what is happening and what comes up in the search results for your business. So it's not just a matter of being able to rank really well for certain keywords, it's also important to make sure that you're managing what is being said about your business online. So why is this a big opportunity? Well, stats are showing that only 17% of small businesses are investing anything in SEO at all. So this opens a big opportunity for people to kind of get involved in this as a small business, and maybe some of these techniques that we're going to talk about won't cost you the earth. Now, the main reason why people avoid SEO is because you need to get a developer in and you need to get some analysts to have a look at what data will work well for you and what search results you should be ranking for. So it's very easy to look at keywords and say that you would like to be the top of them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right option for you. So what might be the best option for you to start off by looking at is local SEO. Now, Google in particular have done a really big push around this area. So it's about supporting businesses that are local to other businesses. The B2B sector is becoming bigger and bigger for them, and essentially what they're trying to do is connect you with somebody who is essentially your neighbor. Stats have shown that 72% of people who search for a business online that is within 5 miles of their location will go on to visit the store later. So it's a really prime opportunity to find people who are local to your business and draw them in just by being online through search engines. Now, a really good example of this is websites for us. So we're a web design agency, but we literally stand no chance of ranking for the word website. There is just too much going on, there is too much news, there's too many big companies, there's Wikipedia, there's all kinds of massive giants that we just simply can't compete with. However, if you search for websites on Fleet Street, we come up number 1. So as you can see, when you kind of readdress the quandary of what you need to be coming up for in search results, you have these opportunities to find people who are local to you, so you become a little bit more specific about it. This leads us into the next technique. It's called long tail search. And again, we're becoming more and more specific. So again, to use the example of websites, if you search for websites, you get 6.1 billion results. And somewhere in that is us. But again, using the example of websites Fleet Street, we come up really high. And there are a limited amount of results. There might only be 1,000 at that. So we are able to compete under a more specific search term. Now, this expands a little bit further. So if you were looking for a web design agency for a window cleaning company, then that is, again, a more specific option that is only going to draw a very few amount of results. What's even more advantageous about this is if you are a really specific company that only designs websites for window cleaning companies, then when people search for that, you are actually the answer that they're looking for. So rather than having a scattergun approach, honing in on one specific industry and answering people's questions. Who is the best at this thing? Where is the best clothes for this type of environment? Who has the best agency for this particular sector? You're answering these questions, but you're using long tail searches, big queries, to be able to answer people's questions, and that hones it all down, so you're not competing in such a big field. Another area where long tail is going to become more and more important is around voice searches. So we're seeing this come up a lot more. So we've got Siri, we've got Google's Assistant, we've got Alexa. All of these types of devices are allowing us to communicate directly with the internet. And in doing so, we're asking search engines questions. Now, this is up 3,400% since 2008. So it's a really growing market and trend that is happening right now. And all of these searchers are long tail searches, they're queries, they're questions. People are talking to a device. It's not like you just say, Alexa, websites. You're going to be, Alexa, who is the best web designer for this industry? You're going to ask genuine questions. Alongside this, if people are typing things in 2016, 50% of all searches were 4 words or more, and that would qualify as a long tail search again. It's a specific question that people are asking, and it's important for you to be playing in this field if your competitors aren't, because you are able to capture the answers to people's questions and be the company that shows up in the search results. The reason why all of this is so important is because if you are competing against somebody who is bigger than you, and you do an SEO campaign and you outrank them and they realize that and have more money, they can simply do an SEO campaign and basically outspend you. So it's not simply a case of you've done really well right now and therefore you've solidified your position forever. This is a liquid market. It's always moving. The results are constantly being changed. Algorithms are changing. It's a constant progression. And if somebody wants to, they can overtake you on a specific keyword. However, around long tail search, you can't do that. There's too many different variants. You're always going to be competitive around some sort of query, even if they have low volumes of searches. But what's important to note about that is in those low volumes of searches, you are the answer to their question. So if they are asking something really specific, you are the answer. You are the service, the product that people are actually looking for. And that removes frustration and it makes them happy and more likely to make a purchase. So thank you very much for watching this video, and we hope to see you again next week.